Okay, now that you've completed both the brainstorming, what you did last class, and today you've done the organizing, what you're going to do is organize this information, and then you're going to take this information that you've organized, and you're going to write your 5 paragraph inspirational figure essay. Okay, your essay has to have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. And what I've kind of done is I've prepared a couple of examples for you to see so you know in what direction to head into and how to do these different things. Um, so I've written an example of an introductory paragraph. I've written an example of one body paragraph, and then I've written a concluding paragraph. So what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to look on Microsoft Teams and see everything that you need, and you'll go from there. Okay. So what we're going to first of all is like remember you had your I have my inspirational figure. I have my outline all set up. Okay. So what I would do is I take that information and then I would move on to my introductory, body, and concluding paragraphs. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at the introductory paragraph next. Okay, this is my introductory paragraph on Nelson Mandela. Look at this. I didn't review it. Let's review it. See if there's any mistakes. Okay, just as editor. And come on, today. Okay, and everything's hunky-dory. Oh, conciseness. They just want me to make it important, so that's what we'll do, and we're all done. Okay. So you should always review and do everything like that. I hadn't done that before. So here's my introductory paragraph. Okay, if you look at it, okay, and as I said, I kind of focus on why we did inspirations because of the way things are going. So in these increasingly difficult times, it is important to find someone who inspires you or gives you faith to continue believing in who you are and what you believe in. As I've gotten older and done more reading and learning, I have come to respect and admire Nelson Mandela for all that he accomplished in his life despite great adversity and difficulties. Seeing all that he accomplished, first as a young lawyer in Johannesburg, all that he endured as a political prisoner for 27 years, and all he did for the country of South Africa as a leader, I have come to see him as an inspiration to do all that I can for my friends, my family, and the students that I work with. Okay, so there I have my introductory paragraph. I talked about who I was going to do, Nelson Mandela, and then I gave 3 reasons why he's inspirational to me. The fact that he worked really hard as a young man, as a lawyer, how he stayed, he endured all he suffered during as a political prisoner in in jail for 27 years, and then all he did for his country as a leader. So there I have, I covered everything I want, and that's what I'm going to talk about in my essay. So I'm really in a good place. Okay, oops, save my changes. Okay, so now I'm going to look at I'm not going to show you all 3 different body paragraphs. Okay, so I just did the first body paragraph. Okay, talked about what he did as a young man. So Nelson Mandela's dedication to his people began at a young age as he first started helping his people as a young lawyer in the capital of South Africa, Johannesburg. As a young lawyer, he became involved with the African National Congress and participated in a bus boycott that successfully reversed unfair fare increases. Later, as a member of the ANC, he advocated using strikes and boycotts to fight against the apartheid policies of the white South African government. Realizing nonviolent protests were not working, Mandela and the ANC resorted to sabotage and the bombing of government buildings free of civilians to pressure racial reconciliation in South Africa. He continued to fight for racial justice until he was arrested and convicted for planning to overthrow the government, a charge he vehemently denied. Okay, so what I did is that I wrote I talked about a young man, so then I wrote a paragraph about what he did as a young man. Okay, and then I would do the same thing when I talk about how he endured when he was in prison. And then I do my third body paragraph. I talk about what he did as a political leader in South Africa. So there's a lot of different things that I could have done, and that's like kind of what I did. So I have my body paragraph. I gave you my thing about what he did as a young lawyer, and then I had 3 details that supported it. So that's what you want to do. You want to have 3 details that support everything. And I used the stuff that I used in the outline to do those different things. Okay, then after I finish my 3 body paragraphs, I then have my concluding paragraph. Okay, and then I wrote a concluding paragraph, and it doesn't necessarily have all. So I did my concluding paragraph, okay? Nelson Mandela's actions throughout his life serve as an inspiration to people everywhere. His services to his country as a young man show people that they can make a difference no matter who they are. His refusal to give up and his efforts to continue to improve during 27 years in prison show people that they should never give up and should never quit fighting. His ability to forget the great mistreatment he received at the hands of others and choose to help them when he was in power show that he can always do what is right even when others have gone wrong. Nelson Mandela will always be an inspiration to me for all that he did to make this world a better place despite all the difficulties he faced in life. So there I have my concluding paragraph. I summarized all the stuff that I talked about and I showed why he's an inspirational figure to me. So I have it's not that hard to do these things. Okay, so you have my examples. Okay, you have your outlines and the brainstorming that you've already done. So you just basically have to write your own your 5 paragraph essay. I'm not asking you to write a novel, which is 5 paragraphs. You have your introduction, your 3 body paragraphs, and your concluding paragraph, and you go from there. Okay, and now this is we're doing a little different because like the last writing assignment, we did everything on Microsoft Teams, and I kind of think that got kind of confusing for people. So what I would prefer is that you use Microsoft Teams to write out your 5 paragraph essay. And then when you're done, save it and then email to me at jruscavage@milesaregional.net. And if you don't really like doing Microsoft, I mean, not Microsoft Teams or Microsoft Word, you can do it on Google Drive and share it with me, but I would prefer that you use Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft Word. So remember, I'm available during all our class times. So all you have to do is go onto Microsoft Teams, okay, and you can just contact me, go through your class or whatever, do chat, whatever it is you need to do, and just contact me and say, Mr. R, I need help, and I'll get back to you, okay? So you just, like this is like somebody else, and just you pop in your message and send it to me, okay? So what I want you to do is get the essay done and share it with me, okay? And so good luck with everything, and remember, I'm always available on Microsoft Teams if you need any help, okay? So good luck with everything, and looking forward to reading your essays. Have a great day.